What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Now in this video I'm going to be watching part 4 and part 5 of Burdens of Shaohao. This nicely wraps up the actual World of Warcraft series. Last week I watched part 2 and part 3, which was Despair and Fear. Both of them were pretty good. So yeah, let's get into this one, part 4. This one is Anger.
The last Emperor of Pandaria faced a terrible fortune. A burning legion set to tear the world asunder. He had cast away his doubt, despair, and fear. Now, confidence brimming, he would build an army. High atop the peaks of Kunlai Summit, the 100 greatest warriors of Pandaria perfected their arts under the watchful eye of the White Tiger.
Nice.
The spirit of strength. I need an army, Shaohao announced. I have come for my warriors. But the White Tiger recognized the great darkness within the brash Emperor. Why do you fight? The Tiger asked. Shaohao bristled. To destroy demon hordes, to crush those who oppose me. No, that is no reason to fight, the Tiger said. You are indeed fearless, but still, you are burdened. The Emperor scoffed, so the White Tiger issued a challenge. Take this staff, and if you can touch any one of my warriors, they are yours to command. Spurred on by the howls of the Monkey King, the Emperor spun about, thrusting and swinging the staff. But the warriors easily dodged his every blow. Furious, Shaohao roared. The sum of all his rage, the Shah of anger burst forth. The Emperor fumed and broke the staff over his knee. Violence and hatred erupted. You see now why you are not ready to lead? The White Tiger proclaimed. Your anger does not empower you. It makes you weak. Defenseless, Shaohao faced the darkness he had created. As one, the Shah struck out. But as the smoke cleared, the Emperor stood, unharmed. The shape of a mighty warrior lay broken at his feet. A warrior who had paid the ultimate price to save his emperor. Shaohao's heart swelled as he knelt humbly before the White Tiger. My rage exacted a heavy toll, the Emperor said. A single sacrifice has shown me the power of fellowship, of love, of peace. The White Tiger nodded. Again, I ask, why do you fight? For home and family, Shaohao replied. For the people I protect. For them, I would give my final breath. Thank you, White Tiger. Relieved at last of all his burdens, the Emperor rose. Come, Monkey King, we must go to the heart of Pandaria before all is lost. As the Emperor and his friends set out, the skies grew black, for the time of the Sundering had come.
Okay. Okay. That's that one. Yeah, that was good. So that was part 4, anger. And throughout all these parts, I love how it shows that every single time the emotion gets the better of him, and then he learns throughout the video how to overcome that emotion. And when he overcomes it, he becomes a better emperor. And this one on anger is a great one as well, because up to part 3, all he's focusing on now is building an army to destroy the Legion. And I love how the White Tiger shows that if he has anger in his heart to destroy, he will not be as effective as if he wants to fight to save his land and his people. And then obviously right at the end it shows that one of these warriors sacrificed himself to keep the emperor alive. And I think because of that, then he appreciated the sacrifice so much more, and he was then willing to give his life, as the warrior did, for his land as well. So let's get on to the 5th and final one. Whoa.
And so Shaohao came to the heart of the land, the sacred veil within the center of his empire. Purged of all his burdens, the emperor radiated enlightenment.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Inside the veil, his people huddled for shelter. They knew that the end of the world had come, and they cried out for the emperor to save them. People of Pandaria, Shaohao declared, stay calm, focus your minds, and together we will make it through this. But his people did not understand. As Shaohao gazed upon their faces, he saw the burdens that he had overcome. He recognized doubt and despair. He saw his people frozen in fear or trembling with anger. And he knew that they had little time to learn what he had learned. Time. My people need time, the Emperor realized. And in that moment, the Emperor recalled the lesson of the Jade Serpent. Seek out the heart of Pandaria, for the answer lies within. As Shaohao reflected on his journey, he looked to the land and saw a single blossom in the wind. No matter the burdens I faced, he thought, the land provided guidance. But the truest answers always came from within. And then it became clear. I was to have a long life and a prosperous realm. But I am more than just Emperor. I now know what I must do. For I am the heart of Pandaria.
Oh, wait.
People of Pandaria, Shaohao proclaimed, you are not yet ready to face the storm that comes for you. And I cannot stop it. But you will weather this storm, and many more. For I will give you the time to learn the lessons that I have learned. And then, the last Emperor of Pandaria sacrificed all that he was, and all that he would be, and gave his final breath to become one with the land.
He's killed himself.
A dense mist surrounded and protected his empire. And while the rest of the world broke apart in the fury of the Sundering, Pandaria set itself free. Hidden by the Emperor's breath, it drifted out to sea like a blossom on the wind. The trees in the Vale have never stopped blossoming. And in time, we Pandaren learned to live as our Emperor lived. His lessons endure in the temples of his land. And from the snowy peaks of Kunlai Summit, he watches over us. And it is said that if we listen very closely, he speaks to us still through the mists. These are the Emperor's gifts to us. And this is Pandaria.
Cool. Okay, cool. Boom. Okay. Okay, right, okay, part 5, the Sundering. Right, that was good. That was a really good ending. So, let me recap on this one now. The first 4 parts, including the prelude, I like how it showed how he was so naive and inexperienced. And every single one, he learned to control his fear. And along the way, he became better. Where he had doubt, he had fear, he had anger, and he had despair. And I love how it showed that throughout every single one, he became a better version of himself for this very moment. But when I was thinking about it, that ties in quite nicely with the cinematic mists of Pandaria. Because if you remember at the beginning, there's the orcs and the humans, the alliance, they're fighting out on these ships. The ships obviously capsize and they swim to shore. They swim to this island, don't they, that's shrouded in mist. So I think it ties in nicely with this, where obviously the Legion come, but because of his sacrifice, he basically moved them away from the Legion or protected them from the Legion. Like it mentioned there, didn't it? They were this island that drifted out to sea. So it ties in nicely with the cinematic. So yeah, that was a pretty good little mini-series from World of Warcraft. But then again, when I'm thinking about it now, every single one is pretty good. You know, you've got Warbringers, really good. You've got Harbingers, and you've got Lords of War. So this one is nicely fits in. This one is added to the list as well. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy my reaction and kind of breakdown of these videos as well. And if you did, feel free to let me know in terms of liking, commenting, and also feel free to subscribe as well for more content like this. And one final thing I will say as well is, if you do decide to subscribe, don't forget to hit that bell icon as well, so you don't miss out on future videos. And I will see you guys in the next one.